What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to the first official video of Guap Financial. In this video, I will be covering the highest yielding savings accounts of 2023 and what does that even mean. Alright, so let's get straight into it. What does APY mean? APY stands for annual percentage yield. That means how much percent of your money is getting returned back to you as interest as you let that money sit in the savings account. So essentially, the money that you have sitting in that savings account will make you more money based on how high the APY on that account is. So of course, everyone wants the highest yielding APY savings accounts because you would get the most money for your money sitting in the account. As of right now, the national average APY on savings accounts is just 0.35%. 0.35, that is the national average. Now, with the national average being 0.35%, that doesn't mean that most of you are even getting that 0.35%. As a matter of fact, most common brick and mortar banks, commercial banks that you guys probably bank with, offer a 0.01% APY on all your savings accounts. Just to name a few: Wells Fargo, Chase, and Bank of America. And you guys probably weren't even aware of this because you just already bank with them as your primary bank, and you get your direct deposit every month or every 2 weeks through Wells Fargo, Chase, or Bank of America, and you go ahead and open a savings account, which I did for about a year or two. I had my own credit union checking and savings account. I was getting my direct deposit into the checking, and I was taking amount and putting it into my savings every time I got paid. Now, I would notice a slight dividend every month or so, and I would get about 30 cents out of that large lump sum. That is terrible. So just because you bank with Chase, Wells Fargo, or Bank of America doesn't mean you are not eligible to open up a high yield saving account somewhere else with another bank, which is what I've recently done. So without further ado, these are the highest yielding savings accounts as of April 2023. At the top, we have First Citizens Bank, also known as CIT Bank. And the reason why their APY is so high right now as of 4.75% is because they have no physical locations. They are fully online. All of your money is FDIC secured, which means that up to $250,000, your deposits are secured. So we're gonna get into that, but that's a pretty good offer right there. I couldn't help but to open up an account as soon as I saw that. So I do have a bank account savings with CIT. Next up, we have the Marcus Goldman Sachs. This is through Apple. Now, this was just announced yesterday, so this is another great reason to get into it because it's so fresh and new. Although these rates are due to change over time, you might see this number go up from 4.75 down lower to, just a flat rate of 4 or even higher. But Apple just announced that they are opening a savings account through your phone. So you must have an Apple device, an iPhone, and you must have an Apple credit card. And by having this Apple card, you are eligible to apply for a high yield savings account through Apple, partnered with Marcus by Goldman Sachs. So this account that Apple just launched gives you an APY of 4.15%, which is very high. A lot of people were clinging to it. I just applied for mine yesterday. I got approved, and I also made my first deposit of $1,000. So I'm going to be showing you guys that right here with a screenshot. As you can tell right here, my current balance is $1,000. The APY is 4.15%. And what else is great about this account is, as you can read that last sentence, interest is compounded daily and paid at the end of the month. So not only are you receiving this high APY rate on your money, it is also compounded daily and paid at the end of each month. So at the end of every month, you will receive that APY 4.15% on the current balance that you have sitting in that Apple savings account. Now, from what I've seen, there is no minimum balance to start receiving that 4.15%. There more than likely is, because that's where a lot of banks try to get you. But from what I've seen, I was not made aware of it. Most banks will offer you a higher APY percentage rate, but you will have to maintain a minimum balance of $2, $3, $4, or even $5,000. So as of right now, I believe that this Apple savings account is a great offer for anyone that wants to get into it. You must have an Apple card. Also, the First Citizens CIT Bank account that I opened is a platinum savings account. You must maintain a minimum balance of $5,000 to receive that 4.75 APY percent on your savings, which makes sense because if you want to earn the best APY, you would have to be the top percent of savings, because they wouldn't just offer these rates to anyone with $100 or $200 in a savings account. You must show that you are financially stable enough to maintain $5,000 to receive that 4.75%. But that is actually very good, because if you could just afford to put $5,000 aside and let that accrue over a year, then you will be very pleased with that money that stacked up over the year. CIT Bank also rewards you at the end of every month, so that money is going to compound. It is going to compound way faster than sitting in any other regular schmegular savings accounts at any of these banks that you guys more than likely bank with and you weren't even aware of. So next up, we also have the SoFi checking account. Now, I can only give you guys so much advice on the accounts that I bank with, the Apple and the CIT. Those are my top two highest yield savings accounts of 2023. But there are also some other decent ones out there. I feel like Apple announced their high savings accounts, and now all these other banks are getting scared, so they're probably going to offer some other high APY, but they are going to have minimum balances, or they're going to have other hidden small texts, and they're going to try to get you guys on little things that you didn't read in your contract. So make sure you guys know what you're opening before you open it, because some of you might go open that CIT bank account, throw $1,000 in there and think you're going to get that 4.75%, but you need a minimum balance of $5,000. So make sure you guys are reading that fine print. Now, let me remind you guys, the national average is 0.35%. So anything over 4 or close to a 4, like a 3.75, is great. The APY, you always want to get it the highest it can, but if you already have a savings account open with the 3.75, I'm not mad at you. But this video is more targeted towards those who bank with Chase, Wells Fargo, Bank of America, and have a 0.01% APY on their savings account. That is 1 penny. 1 penny. That's nothing. You guys could walk the street and go find a quarter on the ground, and at that 1 second that you find a quarter on the ground, you have made 24 more cents than what your bank is paying you on that $1,000 sitting in your savings account. That is insane. So please guys, if you are eligible to, please go open up an Apple savings account, or if you have a little bit more money stashed away, please go open up a CIT platinum savings account. Put that $5,000 in there and just let it ride. Let it ride. I promise you guys, you can watch the APY. It might go up or down. I will be keeping an eye on all the APYs. I love this kind of stuff. I'm very in tune with it, so I will update you guys if anything drops drastically. But I'm not sponsored by anybody. As you can tell, this is my first video on this channel, so no banks are telling me to go promote their new savings accounts or anything like that. This is all my own advice. And from what I've seen in my research that I've done online, CIT Bank through First Citizens and the new Apple savings accounts are the two hottest savings accounts with the highest yielding APY percentages as of April 2023. And I just wanted to spread this information to you guys and do what you want with it. If you guys feel like you'd rather let your money sit in a 0.01% APY interest rate savings account, then so be it. Just don't say that I didn't tell you. Also, if you guys know of any high platinum savings accounts, comment down below. Help each other out. Guap Financial is all about spreading the guap, spreading the knowledge. So thank you guys for watching my first video. If you are eligible to, please go apply for an Apple savings account or a CIT bank account through First Citizens. It's very simple. I completed both of these account applications probably within 5 minutes online. All you have to do is link your bank accounts and you can transfer money right over from your Chase account or Bank of America, Wells Fargo, directly into your CIT. It does take a minimum of $100 for any account that you open. So whether you can open up that platinum savings account with a 4.75 APY, or if you just want to do a standard one with about, I think, 0.25%, just make sure that you're putting it into the right account. You're maintaining the minimum balance so that you avoid the fees from the bank. And you know, let's get this guap, man. So thank you guys for watching my video. Leave a comment down below, smash that like button, and I'm going to catch you guys in my next one. For a long time, I just thought it was so cool just to have paper money, cash, just sitting around in my room. I'll be flexing it like, yeah, it's cool. I got $1,000 on me, $2,000, $3,000, even $5,000 of cash just sitting on me at one time. This isn't even all of them, but just to show a few, I'd rather see y'all flexing bank accounts, credit cards, than flexing just cash in your hand, because this isn't doing anything. This isn't earning any interest. But I have lots of money sitting in these accounts that's earning me interest, and available credit lines that are upgrading every month, and credit bureaus are seeing that, making my credit score go higher and higher every month, getting me lower interest rates on loans, and you know, all that good stuff. So